Good morning, and welcome back to the channel Kinetik Sports. We are entering week 3 of the NFL season, and we're going to do a quick video this morning. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it, but I'll give you a little bit of reasoning of why I'm picking what I'm picking, but I'm giving the people what they want. Shout out to Kev in Petersburg, Virginia. Kev shouted me out and said, hey man, when you do your pick videos, I don't want to hear all that talking. I just want to get to the picks. So I hear you, Kev. We do need to get a little bit of administrative stuff in or whatever, but I hear you, Kev. We'll get rid of the fluff this week and we'll get right to the stuff. Get rid of the fluff and get to the stuff. How about that? I will start by apologizing that I didn't drop this video earlier. We're still having technical difficulties with our equipment as we try to get this plane off the ground, and we hope that that'll be straightened out here pretty soon. Thursday night, we actually had a selection that we did not put out. You guys would have went 1-1 with that, as we had the Dolphins plus the 12.5 and the under in that game. Final score was 21-31, so we weren't too far off, but that's what it was. We decided this week, since we do not bet on primetime games, a lot of people call us and ask us, who do we like tonight? And we don't screw around with primetime games. Two, I'm not accusing the NFL of colluding with these sports books, but I don't know that they're not colluding with these sports books, so that I don't get caught up, me and my money doesn't get caught up in any shenanigans. We tend to stay away from these games. But moving on, Sunday night, the Kansas City Chiefs are visiting the Giants, taking the Giants plus the 6. I do not trust Patrick Mahomes at home, on the road, on the moon. Travis Kelce is literally handing the ball. You saw him last week. He's literally handing the ball to the opposing players. The week before that, he was horrible. Take the ring back. All right? Take the ring back. Go tell her you were drunk, you were crazy, you didn't know what you were doing. Take the ring back. Or let her keep the ring, but get out of football. The two is not working. You notice that? You notice since you've been kicking it with old girl, that things ain't been going? So I don't begrudge love, man. You love, go love. But we love football. So either she gotta go or both of y'all gotta go. Because enough is enough, right? And Monday night, Detroit, Baltimore, two powerhouses from last year. This year, not so much. I don't trust Detroit. Of course, again, I don't trust them at home. I don't trust them on the road. I don't trust them on the moon. I'll take Baltimore at home, minus 4.5. And for whatever reason, we're going to go over the total. For my main man, Kev in Petersburg, here we go. These are our picks for the week, and I'll kind of fly through them. Jaguars. Everybody know who the Jaguars are. Jacksonville Jaguars, minus 1.5. I have that because I don't believe in the Texans. The Texans are on the road. CJ Stroud is not that guy. He and Bo Nix are in the same boat as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going with Jacksonville Jaguars there. The coach, Daniel Jones, is not the guy you guys thought he was. Daniel Jones, here's my underrated roster. Starts with Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. People who know me know that I've been saying those two names for a little while now and have been ridiculed And again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're the next coming of Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, but they are not. You're not going to make them Steve Pallure either. You're not going to make them these. A lot of quarterbacks just need to be in the right system around the right coaching, and they can make some things happen. I think that's what's happening with Daniel Jones. I have him minus 3.5 today on the road at the bumbling, stumbling Tennessee Titans. If they can get it together today, the Titans, that is, this would be, if they can get it together, today would be the day. I just don't think that it is. Pittsburgh Steelers minus the 1.5. AR, you embarrassed me last week. I talked you up. I gave you your props. And you embarrassed me. Fix it. Fix it today on the road against these Patriots. Not looking for you to blow them out, but 1.5 is not a tall order. You should be able to take care of Drake May and Mike Vrabel. Don't you lose to Drake May. Okay? Don't you lose to Drake May. Coach, get it right. Washington Commanders minus 2.5. I don't care that it's Marcus Mariota. As a matter of fact, I do care that it's Marcus Mariota. He's been there for 2 years, 3 years. He knows the playbook. Should have been shaking that rust off all week. This week, 2.5 should not be a tall order versus the Raiders, who are coming from the West Coast. 1 o'clock game, short rest with Geno in the pocket. I like Geno. I don't like Geno to come to the East Coast and take anything. Put up some points? Yes. Take anything? No. Finally, Cleveland Browns plus 8.5. What am I thinking here? You guys don't know this, but the Cleveland Browns can run the ball. They actually run the ball, and they're actually decent against the run. My sheet here. Cleveland Browns actually number 1 in the league. They're only allowing 2.1 yards per rush. Now, I don't know if that'll translate today or not, but I'm gonna bet on it. It's not that I don't like the Green Bay Packers. I like the Green Bay Packers. I just don't like the Green Bay Packers to the tune of 8.5 points. I believe that's too many points. I believe that you guys are still disrespecting Joe Flacco. Yes, he is old, but he is not out to pasture. Cleveland Browns have a lot of problems, the least of which is Joe Flacco. Think about it. He's Joe Flacco, but he beat out 2 rookie quarterbacks for the starting job. So you can look at it however you want to. Either he's that good or the team is that bad. Either way, I think the Packers are flying high off their last win. I think the Browns did a decent job against the Ravens until they just couldn't anymore. It gets a little bit easier this week, I think, for them. They should be able to keep it within this 8.5. And I'll be honest with you. The old adage is, do not take a team, a dog, just because you think they can stay with them. You only take a dog if you think the dog can win the game straight up. 8.5 points. Can they? Of course, anything can happen on a Sunday. I don't think the Browns. So I'm violating my rules, is what I'm saying. I don't think the Browns will win. I think they can keep it within 8.5. So by my own admission, that's a bad bet, which is why I only gave it 1 star. Okay, cool. On to the totals. New Orleans, Seattle. I'm still not. I like Sam Darnold. I'm still not sold on the Seattle Seahawks yet. I believe this will be a lot of running in this game. That's why I'm going under the total of 41.5. Dallas, Chicago. I think the 50.5 is an overreaction to the Monday night game between Dallas, or Sunday night game, whatever night that was. Dallas and New York Giants. I think that 50.5 is an overreaction to that game. Both of these quarterbacks aren't that good right now. I'm going under the 50.5. The Raiders versus the Commanders. Over the 43.5. Marcus Mariota understands the playbook. He had a full week of practice. Geno is coming from the West Coast. He should be ready to play. I see a couple of mistakes, interceptions here or there. I see a lot of points there. Pittsburgh, New England, same thing. Two teams scrapping, trying to find their identity. I see points. And my one star is the Jets, Tampa Bay. I see that over. I got two unders and 3 overs for you. And then finally, we get to the player props of the week, of which we are currently 7-1. And the theme of the day is we're going to fade the first years. We're going to fade the first year flunkies. Now, of course, some of these quarterbacks have been in the league longer than the first year. Daniel Jones' pick is separate. We'll get to that in a second. But basically, we're fading the performance of inexperienced quarterbacks. So Cam Ward, Jake Browning, Caleb Williams, and Spencer Rattler were all going under their pass yards for this week. Caleb is at home. Cam is at home. Jake and Spencer are on the road, if that makes a difference. Yeah, that's all I got. This is self-explanatory. Daniel Jones, I have him going over the 23.5 in rushing yards. I don't know what P-rush yards are, crush yards. That's a typo. Crush yards. Yeah, I have him going over the total because I see Tennessee being desperate and pressing. This will be his first road game. No, it's second road game. I'm sorry. It's only his second road game of the season. So I can see the pocket collapsing and him getting out and trying to make some things happen to the tune of 23. Probably have about 20, just slightly over. No more than 30, but he should be able to get over the 23.5. These are our results. The end of week 2. Our sides are atrocious. We're 4 and 5. We're actually losing you money. Everything else is on pace. We're doing fine, and we're looking to get that up. Those percentages up a little bit more. Thank you for tuning in. I want to say good luck to you guys. I want to say bet responsibly. I want to say track your bets. You need to have a betting log where you track your bets. Units. You'll see on the screen units. I haven't gone over units with you guys, but units 1 is a unit is whatever you say it is. So if you're a $5 better guy, then a unit is $5. If you're a $500 guy, then a unit is $500. So this standing tells you just take the units, multiply them by whatever your unit size is, and that's how much you would be up this season if you were following us. As long as you don't do like my friend Sean, who loves to parlay, regardless of what I say. Sean, don't parlay more than 2 or 3 picks. Give me more, I want more. I want 5 picks, I need 6 picks, I want more. Guys, stop parlaying. I'm going to do a whole video on what is happening when you're parlaying. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. If you must parlay no more than 2 or 3 selections on your parlay tickets. We'll show you a teaser strategy here coming up soon. But yeah, if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to be profitable, you gotta cut out the parlays. Because for every 1 parlay that you hit, those 3, 4, 5, and 6 that you're not is eating back in whatever profit that you just made. And you don't have to believe me. If you go to your sportsbook account and you write out your bets, and you'll see it. You'll see you're actually losing money. So, sports betting, this is supposed to be about making money, about turning a hobby or your love into sports to an extra form of income. It is not about creating another bill. Who needs another bill? I don't. I'm assuming you don't either. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Week 3. Good luck to you. All right. Be responsible. Don't go out there and go ham. Keep your fingers crossed, and we'll catch you later on this week.